The white people.
Oh,
The whites.
they don't have no justice. They can't go to no prison, huh?
No, I'm not saying that they're not. I mean, they're not going to prison.
Oh.
I would be shocked. Of course, I want justice to be served, but based on what history has shown us, I doubt it.
They gotta make an example, right?
If they wanted to make an example, they wouldn't let them leave. You let them go home and go to bed at night, and then ask the public to find these people when they filmed the whole fucking thing.
Ain't one of them locked up right now, though.
They walked them out. They let them. They guided them down the steps. Like,
right. They had to think about
fuck is going on?
They had to have a meeting. Like,
y'all didn't, like, nobody was shooting. Like, these people could have took hostages. Like, that shit could have went really, really left.
Yeah. And y'all really walked them out.
Y'all walked them out and let them go home and feel empowered. And now you want to play like y'all gonna. I mean, I don't know.
I think they had a meeting. They were like, man, we can't let the motherfuckers get away with this. Not even your friends.
They still gonna get away with it. Just because you arrested them doesn't mean they're gonna be charged.
Right on.
So, I mean, I guess we'll just see how it plays out.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, once again, I'm Auntie Mimi, and that's Messy Mondays.
Missy Mondays.
So let's get into this week's show, you guys. It's called The Music Business. Music Business, the good, bad, and the ugly. We have a special guest coming on, or?
Yeah, man, let me hit it up, man. You know, we got to call our guests because of COVID-19. We're doing everything for remote locations. Well,
let's get into the first question. You know, you do tell the congregation a little bit about your musical background and history, and you know what you do in music.
I thought we was gonna call the guest.
No, we're gonna. But
well, let's do mine first,
you're engulfed in music.
We're gonna do mine first, yeah. You know, so could you bring it back real quick?
Absolutely.
I was doing something else because I was getting ready to call.
No, you can still call. Can you multitask?
No, not at all. Like I gotta, you asking me something question. Like I wanna be keyed in. You know what I'm saying? I wanna focus.
All right, so we know you as Dr. Key.
Yep.
But let the congregation know, like, where you know, you do some music, where you land in the music business and industry.
In the music business, I'm gonna say I'm a songwriter / artist / music. I also compose shit, so I say I'm a music composer as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So what else we got?
You gotta hit me with it like that. Like, what else you got?
I'll just mess with you, man.
So what made you get into music?
What made me get into music? Like, I really love music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love music. So since I love music, you know, and I have so much passion for it. Like, I just had to create. I had to create my own music too. I just, you know, it's like I have my own ideas. I want to hear them, and I think I can sing.
You think you could sing?
Well, I know I can sing. Yeah.
That's a heavy sentence. Okay.
Yep.
Well, who do we have coming on?
Oh man, we got my man extraordinaire, Mr. Derrick. I can't say his last name, man.
Don't say his last name.
Lemire. I'm gonna make sure I said it right. Derrick Lemire. And then when I ask him, I'm going to see if that's it. But we're about to call him up right now, y'all. He's a digital marketing specialist, publicist, and award-winning hip-hop writer.
Mm-hmm.
Plug to the stars. That's what he calls himself. He the plug to the stars.
Okay.
All right, so let me hit my man up. Make sure we got these vote levels up.
Your call has been.
Oh, he don't forward us to him. He don't forward us.
I was just about to say, if he don't answer
forward
this,
us, bro, that's messed up.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh man.
Okay, so what you being, who you are, since we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, what is something that you learned, or a lesson that or something that you experienced early in, like, you trying to get your foot in the door, like,
I mean,
that could have, like, stopped you?
But the game really, like, shady. Like, the music game, like, it's
you can say that again.
It's a bunch of scam artists. You know what I'm saying? It's like people really try to sell you a dream. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, the music business kind of set up that way. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who's who. You don't know who is still working.
Because people would tell you, like, they will really be associated. Like, we've been in situations to where, like, we would do business with, like, a songwriter who really was a songwriter who wrote for, like, major artists like your Britney Spearses and your Christina Aguilera's, but that don't mean that they still working right now.
Right.
So it's kind of like they'll use that and say, you know, yeah, I did, you know, did wooty woo with whoever, and yeah, their name show up in the credits, but like they're not fucking working in the industry. And here you are, you trying to get on, you trying to get your foot in the door, so you trying to entrust in this person. Like, why would you take my hard-earned coin if you already established we can make all this money together and try to scam me out my dollars? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we really been through some shit like that. It's somebody right now, and I'm working on me, y'all. And I'm not a violent person, but it's a lady right now. Years ago, what was that? Like 2015.
Yeah, it was like 2015.
Like 2015. This publicist that did she find us?
Yeah.
So she found us. She was a white lady.
You.
She was a white lady. She found me and was talking to her, and, you know, just conversating back and forth, I believe, like, via email. So I was about to, you know, employ her to become Dr. Key's publicist. And, you know, she seemed like she was accredited. She was working, you know, she was grinding, you know, I can see what she was doing online and whatnot. And, you know, so we had a little call or whatever on the phone for a good, like, 2 hours. I kid you not. And talking about what she can do, what she's going to do, the connections that she has, so on and so forth. And from woman to woman.
Hold on, Derrick. Derrick, I'm going to bring you in right now. You hear me? Derrick.
Yeah, what up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let the host, Auntie Mimi, finish real quick, Derrick, then I'm going to bring you in.
Yeah, no rush. Give me like a minute.
Okay.
So woman to woman, like, we had a really good, you know, conversation. And I went against my better judgment. I went against Dr. Key's judgment. And she asked me as far as her payment to send it on MoneyGram.
I told her, no. I said, man, do not send it MoneyGram.
He told me, no, like, no, that, you know, that, why would I send her MoneyGram? I'm like, I cannot fathom this lady sitting on the phone with me for 2 hours to scam me. At the time, y'all, I was a little naive to this music business shit. And sent her the money, sent her the bread. And she didn't disappear. She didn't block me. She didn't do none of that. But she didn't do what the fuck she was supposed to do.
No,
everything that we mapped out, we talked about. I had notes. Like, we supposed to do this. This on this day. Supposed to meet with these. Like, all of the shit. Never did it. And then when I would mention it to her, because I've always been a person that, like, try to hold people accountable, and I hope people hold me accountable. I was like, well, no, you're supposed to do this, this, and this by this day. She was like, oh, no, that's not. I told her it was a possibility, or, you know, like, try to, like, wordplay me real quick. And that shit was like, it was an eye-opener.
Contract.
And I don't really remember. Was it a contract?
No, but we should have had one.
Yeah, we definitely should have had a contract. And I don't know if it was like words exchanged. I believe it was, like, you know, like some fighting words or whatnot. But, like, to this day, if I see that lady, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You gonna smack her?
I don't know.
So you gonna smack her?
I don't know, because I just feel like it's from a woman. Like, well, how you just on the phone and, like, finesse me like that?
It's called game.
Yeah, but I take that as disrespect. Like, like I said, I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I don't know. I may see her at a convention, a festival, and, you know, and to this day, like, she watches my stories on Instagram. She's a whole fucking weirdo. But
this is crazy. What's good with you, Derrick?
Not much. How's it going?
Man, everything's good, Derrick. I want to make sure I'm saying your last name right, Derrick. It's Derrick Lemire, right? Lemire. Man, I killed that. Bro, I was telling everybody, Derrick, you know what I'm saying, you're a digital marketing specialist, a publicist, an award-winning hip-hop writer, and a plug to the stars, man. Could you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Definitely. I got started in the New England market doing tours, small shows and then tours. I did tours for like Mano, Papoose, Corey Guns, Bizarre D12, then just did a bunch of one-offs, like just running shows for like Jadakiss, Tech Nine, The Baby, and people like that. Then I started full-time about 5 years ago doing digital marketing. The first one I worked full-time was Joyner Lucas, and I mean, it's progressed since then. 5 years later, this year, I've had 3 current or past clients hit top 40. That I did the Van Girls for. So, and I also do merchandise for people like Cassidy, Kid. We're building out Capadonna from Wu-Tang right now, Capone and Noriega, and several other legends. So.
That's dope. That's dope, Derrick. That's dope.
So how did you get started in like hip hop? Like, what made you gravitate towards hip hop?
I have always had .com since I was like 12. So I had an entertainment website in New Hampshire where I was from, and I ended up just running a concert. Actually, the first one I ran was for a reggae group called Rooster Creation. They hit number 1 on the Billboard reggae charts for an album. So I did that. And then some of the rappers in the state knew I ran shows. They asked me to run a show. I killed it, and then like everybody that performed asked me to manage them. There was like no one.
That's dope.
So yeah, this started. It's I don't know. People kind of just inquired and wanted me to work with them because I was good with business. So
that's dope. And Derrick, you also created like some social like platforms and stuff, for artists as well, right?
Yeah, right now I have a new app launching this year called Legal Music, which is going to be a contract-based app for musicians, songwriters, producers, pretty much everybody. So I'm hoping to launch that by the end of the first quarter.
That's dope. That's mad dope. That's mad dope. What about the
And I'm dropping my third book in about a week and a half as well.
Right, and that's on the starbreakersentertainment.com, right, Derrick?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of your book?
I haven't. So I write the titles in my books last, but
Okay.
the last one was How to Win in the Music Industry.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Could you explain that book a little bit to us, so you can tell the listeners, Derrick, so they can definitely tune into it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I basically started it just writing a table of contents on what I wanted to educate musicians on, common things that they needed to know, language that they needed to learn. So it's turned into like 80-something pages, covering everything from the mental state you need, how to talk to people, how to build relationships, how to go about things the right way, to how to do proper contracts, press releases, EBKs, how to get booked for shows, run your social media, etc.
Dope.
What's a common mistake that you find that new artists make?
A lot of artists just drop music and don't make big marketing rollouts. They get so excited to drop a record that they kind of just fizzle it out.
Do you think that it takes, in 2021, do you think that you need like a big budget to market your music?
Successfully, yes. But beyond, I've worked with multiple people that have built up in levels.
Yeah.
So
you don't think like these social media sensations, like are these really social media sensations, or do they have a machine behind them and big budgets behind them that are pushing them?
Most have a machine behind them. Like I've worked with like Zay Hilfiger, who did Juju on that beat. Not during that song, but I locked his Reebok deal afterwards, after the label deal broke. And with him, they used a lot of influencers and stuff like that to be able to create a lot of the viral content. And that's very common. Like for me, like if I'm working a dance song or something like that, like I'll secure 10 or 20 influencers before the song even drops, and they'll have the TikTok videos ready.
Yeah, he's smart.
That's crazy.
Social media beast.
Social media monster.
Yep. What are some tips, Derrick, you have for like a new artist coming up? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's them, if they should focus on creating content for the fans, or if they should focus on pretty much just building that core fan base.
The biggest thing is just be you, be likable, build fans up one by one. Put a lot out there. Post every day. Be active every day. Show people your life. There will be a niche market out there that fucks with you.
Got you.
It's not about just the music; it's about the person behind the music.
Okay, I got you.
Do you